Good morning, everyone. It's a Thursday, June the 12th, 2025. It's 10 a.m. and we have a current temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Can you believe that? Wow. Nice, beautiful day here in Halifax. I'm in public gardens at the moment. We're going to cover some other territory here. I just began my walk in the public gardens. The week is flying by. They all do, man. We just start. It's Monday. The first thing you know, it's Thursday. We're almost done this week. It got off to a rough start at the beginning. It was cold and rainy and wet. Then gradually each day got a little bit better. And here we are, a beautiful, beautiful summer-like day. We're not quite the summer yet officially, but it's like a summer day. Bit of construction going on here in the park, and there always is something, changing something all the time. It's non-stop here. Look at that tree. Things change from week to week in here. They're just constantly upgrading things and changing things and taking out things they don't want that's not too good anymore, putting new things in. It never stops. Okay, I'm going to take a shortcut today because I want to go other places other than the park. So we'll go straight down this one and out the side, or maybe the southwest corner there. I'll get after a while. The southwest corner, which is right over in that way. Well, we'll go to the end and then we'll walk down to the corner. Then I'll go out there and then we'll do something on the street for a bit, okay? I forgot to clean my screen. It's all foggy here. Like the first chance I get, I'll get something to wipe it. I saw another guy in here with a GoPro. I don't know if he's a YouTuber or just a tourist, getting his own memories. A lot of people are, not everybody's YouTube that you see going with these things, but some are, some aren't. I was counting up the years that I've been doing this now, and I said it wrong before. I added up the years. I am actually on my fifth year of doing videos. Can you imagine? Before I started it, I questioned myself. Am I going to be able to do that? I don't know. And it only took one video to get me hooked. After that, I knew I could do it. And I had a great desire to do it. Absolutely love making YouTube videos. My only complaint is Halifax is, it's a nice city and it's a good sized place like for shopping and things going on. But for doing YouTube videos, it's a kind of a small city. So you have to go over the same places because there's not that many. No, it's a good sized city, but I think we're somewhere around 500,000 people. Which that's not a big city because that's counting the suburbs and all that. So it's 500,000 people. Probably downtown is much less. But it's still a nice city. It's well maintained, well looked after. The people here are quite friendly. We do have a few people that not so nice, but that's just a few. You got them everywhere. Now when I walk out on the street, the university is right here, so I can walk through the university if I choose to do so. We'll see. We'll see where we go from here. Well, that's it for in here, huh? Okay, out on the street. The street is the place I like. I like the park, but I like to be out on the street too. Alright, we'll go up a couple of blocks and then maybe go down to somewhere in the university area. Oh, I got a walk sign. Good. Keep going. Yeah, I'm just talking to myself. I do that a lot. I'm not sure how much storage I have on my phone, so I'm going to try my best to keep this between a half an hour and 40 minutes, okay, which isn't bad. I wish you could have seen that building before they did the upgrade on it. Man, it looks like a brand new building, and it's not. It's been there a long time, but about 2 years ago, they started working on that, and it looks like something brand new. Really good, really good. How many apartment buildings got the underside of their balcony painted? Most of them are just plain old cement. We're in a brand new building and it's just got plain cement on the balconies. And look at this, they got all painted black rails and white cement. Look at that, they got a building coming up right in there. They find in every empty space they can find in the cities to build something. Because we're like every city. We got behind. They didn't see it coming. They really didn't. They didn't see it coming. A lot of people came to this country looking for better the jobs and stuff like that. And nobody told them, you'll be lucky if you can find a place to live. But that's where we find ourselves. But gradually these buildings are getting built, and it's freeing it up a little bit, but we have a long ways to go before we get going to find the ease on the market. We got a ways to go yet, and that's what's making the rent so high. It's nothing here in Halifax to pay $2,500 or $3,000 for an apartment. We're paying $2,300 for a small 2-bedroom. We don't have a balcony. We got a rail there and patio doors that open up, but don't have a balcony. Now it came with 5 appliances. It was pretty good that way, but still, it's a lot of money for something you're never going to own. And if you get a 3-bedroom, you're looking at past $3,000. That'd be on a good building, unless it's a dump. But if it's a good building, you're going to be paying $3,000 if you're on a 3-bedroom. Our 2-bedroom will be up to $3,000 in another few years. It started out $2,000, went to $2,100, and went to $2,200. Or sorry, it started at 21, it went to 22, and now it's 23. Because they go by percentage. When you're talking $2,300, a percentage is quite a bit. So that's why it jumps so much every time. I'll just stand there and wait. I could run across there if I wanted to, but I don't feel like running. I'm just going to stand here and wait my turn to come around again. I go down that way a lot. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go up here. Just about to get my walk sign here. There we go. Make our way across the street and continue straight up. And that should be a change from what I usually do. I usually get up to here and then I go right or left. I'm going to go straight up. It's so nice to be able to walk around, don't need your jacket. I put mine on when I left home and now it's in my backpack. I couldn't walk around with that on. It's too much. It was a light jacket, but more like a sweater jacket. But I ended up within my backpack. It's too warm. It's up there pretty good right now. This is an amazing day. Enjoy it. I will enjoy every moment of this day. Or as far as I can tell, I will enjoy it. You never know what you're going to meet before the day's over, so it could be that I won't enjoy it. Sometimes that happens. As you walk around doing videos, not everyone is pleasant. Well, we're in the residential area of the northwest part of the city. Oh, sorry. I guess northeast maybe. Kind of Kind of, I can't tell. Kind of in the middle. No, I think I got it better if I call it the southwest. Yeah, that's better description. This city's kind of strange when you're trying to say north, south, east, and west. It's kind of like everything is either northwest or southwest, northeast. Like you to get a definite north. I know, right? So, anyways, there's what it is. And if we went any more that way, we'd be going to the south end of the city. Right now, I wouldn't call this the south end. I'd call this the border of the south end. If I go any farther, I'll be in the south end. And if I keep going this way, I'll be in the west end. So. And the ground's all tore up over here from construction. All that kind of stuff. You know, there's a few of those trucks around here. I think somebody was selling them at one time. And the driver's steering wheel was on the right. But I guess it's legal. Nobody says anything about it, so. I guess it's legal here. In North America, most cars are, the driver's side is on the left. But those little trucks, I see a few of them. I saw a dealership that was selling them somewhere. It was up in let's see, Windmill Road area, somewhere up there. Somebody was selling, one of the car dealers was selling those. There was two of them on a lot up there once. But they're a very small truck, and look at that. That's starting to look pretty good. It might be owned by the same company. 6155 Coburg Road. And there's a lot of the campus right here. Maybe we'll walk a little bit of it here. Okay, this is La Merchant Street, which I think I'll walk down it. We'll go to the other side of the street. At one time, I used to come over here every single morning. When my wife to work, when we first came here, she worked up here. I brought her over here to work and drove home again, then took my son to work. All that. That was in the days before I was making videos. That was our 2018, we were still here. We just got here in 2018. So we came here in July, the end of July, 1st of August. The end of July. We left Toronto 1st of July, 2018, which was Friday, and we were down here on Saturday, getting our new apartment and getting ready to move in. So that was it. So anyways, after it come time to, after we got all moved in and everything, it was time for everybody to find jobs. Well, I'm retired, so I wasn't looking for a job, but seems like I got a lot of jobs. Anyway, my wife got a job at the university here, working in one of the kitchens. And one of the places, they moved her once, so one place, she got moved from there to another building, and it was on the street, the Merchant. But it might be up the other way, because I haven't come to it going this way. I think it was up the other way. Anyway, it was the street. Or maybe it was down here. Could be down here. This looks a little familiar down here. We'll see. You know, some of the residences have their own dining room and kitchen and stuff, and so they hire people to have 3 meals a day there, and that's what she was doing. And then it came time to try to find something better, because that was not great wages. These buildings are getting an overhaul. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, they paid like a minimum wage to work here, so you didn't make a lot of money, but it helped. Me, I'm retired, so I get my money every month. I don't have to worry about a job. But money's in the bank every month. But my wife needed a job and my son needed a job, so they finally got settled into things, and it's working out pretty good now. I think the spot where she used to work is just down here. That building right down there, not that one, but the next one right there. I think that's where it was. I used to drop her off in the mornings. Yes, I'm sure of that. It's a residence, and it's the dining area for the people in that building, and maybe this building as well. I don't know. So we used to come down here early in the morning. We had a great time in the morning because we used to drive down here and park on this side and we get here early and waiting for the doors to open so she can go to work. You don't want to be late, so you have to be there early, so you'll be there right there when they open the doors. And this is where we used to park, right there. Long time ago now. That was it could have been late 2018, possibly, and then into the winter of 2019. And she was there until it was getting along in the winter pretty good. I'd say it was maybe March, when she saw the ad for a driver at a courier company. Then she answered it, went there, went through the paces and got the job, and that's where she's been ever since. She moved up by buying her own truck. And that's it. My son got a good job now. He's a sound technician trained for that in Ontario before we left. And what he really liked to do, which he's not exactly doing, it has got to do with music, but what he really liked to do is work in a recording studio. But so far, that never happened, because this is Halifax. There is recording studios here, but not like if you lived in Nashville or you lived in New York or someplace that, there's studios everywhere. You'd have a good chance of getting into the business. Even Toronto, yes, there's recording studios up there, but not all of them are making big money, just some of them. So it would be a little difficult to get into that, because there's right here in Halifax, there's just not that much demand for recording studio engineers. Anyway, he's got a job in the business. It's sort of in the business. It's a steady job. All right, let's cross the street. I can see how many minutes I got on this thing. I don't want to overload it and then I got nowhere to sign off. That happens sometimes. Let's see. Oh, it's only 27 minutes. I'm okay. I should be able to finish this video somewhere. I was going to go between 40 minutes or 30 and 40 minutes, somewhere in there. I should be able to go a little bit further yet. I'm still on the campus, heading east, I guess. Get my direction straight. You know what I mean if you ever come to Halifax. There's nothing just straight up and down. This is north, this is south. It's like this is northwest, this is southeast, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, I never know what direction exactly I'm going in. I kind of got an idea, but like south is down that way, but whether or not it's actually dead south, I don't know. Most things you got southwest, southeast, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. You be the judge. One thing I do know, this is one gorgeous day. Well, I waited for this all winter. When I was walking around the snow, and I said, oh, I can hardly wait for the nice weather to come. I'm walking around here in a t-shirt again. Here we are. Walking around in a t-shirt. I am on South Street, one of the main arteries. Why it's called South, I don't know, because it's going east. Figure that one out. It's called South Street, but it's pointing east. So, oh well. Who am I to say? Alright, we're walking across here. Cars being nice and friendly, letting me go by. That building is called the Pine House. Pine House Wholesale and Retail. Of snacks, I guess. Here we got Lay's potato chips, and we got Old Dutch right in front of them. I think Old Dutch is the one that was Humpty Dumpty. I used to work there. I was a driver at Humpty Dumpty in New Brunswick. And I think they bought out the Humpty Dumpty company. You never see that anymore now unless they just use the name, but I don't think they do. Old Dutch is the name. They might have stuck with the Humpty Dumpty name, I don't know. I don't eat potato chips. I can't remember the last time I ever had a bag of chips. It was a long, long time. Probably when I worked there. That was probably it. Yeah, it's been years since I ate a potato chip. And I have no plans of starting again soon, so. It's one of those fatty snacks that I don't think I really need. You gotta watch your diet. You really do. Gotta watch what you eat. Eat healthy things. You gotta be careful how you eat, because you are what you eat, and that's very true. I'm not saying I eat everything healthy all the time. I love Oreo cookies. Anybody like Oreo cookies? Oh, that's my favorite thing. I can barely control myself when I start eating them. But I know it's not good to eat too many, so I try to limit myself to 4 or 5. And that's it. But you do really have to watch your greasy foods and that stuff. You don't want to wind up with clogged arteries and operations and all that kind of stuff. Let's get down this way for a block, because there's construction down there and that's just going to get in the way. We'll get down here. Let's see what buses come down here. 24 and 4 and 10 plus, whatever that means. 24, 4 and 10 plus. And every bus in this city will accommodate wheelchairs and walkers and stuff like that. So if you happen to be in a wheelchair or walker and you're wondering, will I be able to get on the bus? Yes, you can. That the front where you get on, it swings up and then goes right down on the curbs. You can just wheel yourself right in there. And the drivers are all really good. I got nothing to ever say about our transit drivers. They're good. They're all good. And if they see a person with a wheelchair, they get up and they fasten them in on the straps. And it don't matter if it takes them 5 minutes. It'll take 5 minutes and strap them all in good before they take off with the bus again. I've met quite a few of the bus drivers here now, because I take the bus off and I buy a bus pass once a month, and I can just jump on, jump off anywhere. And so I got to know a lot of the bus drivers. I don't know them all by name, but I know them to see them. Now I'm heading towards the south end. I guess you could say I'm in the south end down here. I don't want to go too long on my video. I gotta be careful. I think we're at 34. I gotta be a little bit mindful of my of my time here, because I'm not sure how much time I've got on my phone. Look at that dog there. He wants to come out. He wants to come out, but he doesn't. He wants his ball. That's what he wants. He wants his ball. Somebody that will get it. If he was by himself, I would kick his ball back in there for him, but I don't want to do it when there's somebody there. If I knew he was stuck and he needed his ball, I would have kicked it back in for him. Who wouldn't do that, right? For a poor dog that lost his ball outside the gate. But his owner was right there, so. Hey, how about this? You want to do this? Let's get down through here. First, I'll tell you what the name of this park is. You can figure out how to pronounce it. Goresbrook Park. 1111 Roby. Okay? I guess this is still Roby here. Alright. So, Goresbrook Park. Let's take a little walk down through here. It's possible I might have been here before. Possible. I'm not saying I did, but it looks a little familiar. But it's been a while. Okay. Looks like a hockey rink over there, which won't be in use for a while. Tennis courts here. My wife bought me a tennis racket and some tennis balls. Excuse me. I had to cough. All right. No, I'm not a smoker. I suffer from sinus problems, and that's what makes me choke sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, my wife bought me a tennis racket. I think it was at Christmas time one year, and a bunch of tennis balls, and she said when summer comes, we'll go to that tennis court. Well, summer came and went. I still got the racket and the balls. Last summer went by, that will be 2 summers, and I still got the racket and the balls, and I still haven't used it. I reminded her the other day that when are we going to go use those tennis rackets? We'll get down there soon. Well, here we are, more than halfway through June, and we haven't been there yet. So, I wouldn't be at all surprised if they don't make it to the court this year. It's possible they will, but tennis is good. It's good activity. Now, for me, it's a little rough because I got 4 screws in my left knee from a work accident I had back quite a few years ago. Back in the, I guess it was in the late 90s when that happened. So, I guess it won't go that way. There's a school there. I don't like to do videos around elementary schools. People think the worst of you, and so, no, I just don't want to. It's just not something I do. If I see a school, if I can't help it, if I was just walking down the street in a school there and I couldn't change course, well, I couldn't help it. But if I get a choice, I'll steer out around it because I don't want anybody thinking something like that. So, oh, look at the nice dogs. Nice looking dogs.
Thank you.
Yeah, especially the husky.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks nice.
Loves humans.
Yeah, oh, look nice. Oh, there. All right, yep. Yes, I guess that's the hockey rink. This would be all university owned things. The ball diamond and the skating rink and the tennis courts over there. I just like walking sometimes on trails just to see where they go. You know? That's how you learn these things. You never learn this driving in a car. You have to walk, and then you learn about things. This is something I hate. It starts right there. It starts right there, all over the ground, and it gets worse when you get up here to the stump. Why would anybody think that's acceptable? To put junk like that around a nice, beautiful lawn. It irritates me. Garbage belongs in garbage cans, not a site like that. That's disgusting. And just to think, there's a garbage can right there. Right there. The garbage can sitting right there. You could easily just walked over here and threw it in the garbage. If I see them do that, I would tell them, don't throw that on there. Put it in the garbage can. Quite dense housing right here. Lots of apartment buildings right in this one area. They're probably mostly rented by students, I would say. Well, that's the end of Goresbrook Park right there. Lundy's Lane. This thing is called Lundy's Lane, this walkway. Lundy's Lane in Roby. When they have a round building like that, the apartments inside must have to be shaped in a way that accommodates the roundness of the building. Yeah, I would think that there would be some strange angles in your apartment. It wouldn't be 90 degrees all the time, I wouldn't think. Well, they got better underground parking than we do in our building. In our building, I don't know if I mentioned it before, it's a 90-degree turn when you go down into our underground parking. So you have to you go through the door, you have to make not only a 90-degree turn, you have to turn right around in the direction you're coming. It depends on where you live in that building. But for us, we have to make two 90-degree turns. And with our car, it's not really small. It's not huge, but it's large compared to a lot of cars. And you can't just drive in around the turn and down to a parking spot. You drive in, and you got to back up. And next time you can make the turn to go down there. And it's really kind of a pain. Same way going out. You drive up to you got a button to make the door go up. You drive up to the door, push the button, the door goes up. But you can't make the turn when you get outside because it's a narrow lane. So you don't got a whole lot of land to get turned. So you got to drive out, back up, get your car all straight and angled the right way, then go back out again. And you can make it that time. That's what it's like going in our underground parking. Not the greatest by any means, but well, we're there for now. We'll see. Can't predict the future. We're there for now. It wouldn't really bother me if we had to take a building that was less than the one we have. It wouldn't bother me. I don't care. I'm never home anyway. It's a place to sleep. I don't really. Place to sleep and a place to cook something. That's all it is. No, it don't matter how good or how bad it is. Well, it matters how bad it is, but it don't matter how good it is. And if it's, borderline, older building, it's okay. I don't care. I simply don't care about it. And that's the truth. I don't. I don't like our underground parking. I like our building. Don't like underground parking. Our building's very secure. They got cameras all inside the hallways and everywhere. So you don't have to worry about somebody doing something in your building. Nah, you're safe there. You're safe in our building, walking in there. Cameras everywhere. Even got a camera in the garbage room. Can you imagine? I don't know. Somebody's going to steal the garbage. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I'm on English Street now. I am down in the South End on English Street. And I know where this is going to come out. I think I went by a shop once where I told you we get sometimes work done on our car in the South End. The street goes by there. So I know what I'm going to do today. Yeah, I'm going to go. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll hang out at Tim Hortons. Maybe we'll see. And maybe I'll walk up the waterfront, but I won't be doing a video on the waterfront because I already got some videos on my phone here now. I want to finish this one off, and then we'll see where I stand with storage space after that. Probably won't do any more today. This will be it for today. Okay, I'm at Tower Road and Inglis. I'll try to go another couple of blocks if I can. I'll try to go another couple of blocks if I can, and hopefully this thing doesn't run out of storage. I'm a little nervous of that, but all right, might as well go. Gotta walk. It's not far down here to the end of Inglis anyways. It'd be nice if I could walk to the end and then sign off, rather than right here in the middle of nowhere. Here we go. Tower Road to South Park Street, Inglis Street. And these are heritage marked houses. Okay? So if we're walking down the street, you'll see a sign on them. It'll say heritage. So let's walk along. You see, there's one right there. See, right up by the, I'll zoom it up. See that little round plaque like that on the door? That's the Heritage building. Okay, I'm going to zoom this back out. Okay, so that one is Heritage. This one has one. I won't zoom it up every time, but this one is a Heritage building. That means they've been here a long time. Wouldn't know it. Look at it. Looks pretty good. So it's had a lot of upgrades over the years. Private property. Authorized parking only. Don't drive in there or you'll get towed. They'll put a lock on it and then you've got to pay a fine to get the lock removed. I've never had that happen because I try to obey the laws as much as possible. Not every law can be obeyed perfectly, but I try. Here's another Heritage house right here. And it looks really good too. You see it up by the door there, the little plaque? Another Heritage. And the next one is a Heritage house. And I got to cross the street because there's construction here. I can't walk down that street. All right, now we'll walk down this side because there's too much action going on over there. Cement trucks and construction and all this kind of thing. New building going up. Everywhere you look, there's new buildings in Halifax. It's nice walking. Walking is so good. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. I still see a lot of those heritage signs on the buildings over there. That one around the corner's got one. You can't see it behind, it's behind the tree, but when I get past here, you'll see it. Yeah. All right, yeah, that one over there is a heritage. The next one is a heritage. The next one is a heritage. Those three are all heritage houses. Halifax is an old city, and there's a lot of old buildings here. Their buildings here was built back in 1700, 1749, 1750, 1760. That's when Halifax was just starting to become a place, a good-sized place. Starting to build churches and things like that. Well, I might have went a little longer than I planned, but I'm hoping to get down here to maybe I'll make it to Barrington Street. At that point, I will definitely sign off. Okay. Chang Property Management Limited, quality and comfortable. Must see high-end renovations, large windows, 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, den, bachelor, heat, hot water, indoor, outdoor parking. I'm just looking at the as compared to our building, looking at the kitchen. Well, the kitchen looks, I don't think you have an island in the kitchen right now. I can see a picture there. It's very small. You have to stand between the fridge and the cupboard, the stove and the cupboard. At least our building, we got an island there. And it didn't come with any stools, so we had to buy some stools for it. If we ever move, I don't know where we'll put those stools. Have to make sure the next place has an island. Or we won't have anywhere to put those stools. Have to go in storage. But we were talking, me and my wife were talking about how the rent keeps going up every year, over $100 every year. It's a percentage, and the higher you pay, the higher the percentage. So it's going to be, if you stay there long enough, it'll go up like $200 every month, every year. Yeah, when they raise your rent, it's a no-win situation. And the longer you stay there, the higher the percentage will be. Until one day you have to say, no, I'm not going to pay that anymore. I'm debating where I want to go this morning. Do I want to go to the South End, or do I want to go up to the waterfront? Because I can hang out there too. if I want to. I might just walk up to the waterfront. And we are now on the corner of Inglis and South Bland. B-L-A-N-D, South Bland. I'm gonna cross the street because when you get down near the bottom of the street, it can be hard to get a... No, I think I'll stay on this side because there's a construction up there and there's no sidewalk. Okay, so we're sick on this side. Looks like we got some cruise ships in down there. I think those are the stacks of cruise ships. Which means it'll be busy on the waterfront this morning. How far am I along here now? I'm almost to the hour. See, I tried to keep it down, but can't seem to keep it down. I was going to keep it down about 45 minutes, but I just kept walking. So we'll walk down to Barrington and then we'll sign off, okay? That will be an hour pretty well. This little street right here is called Mitchell Street. I don't know how far it goes. I'm not going to walk it today because time is running out on my video here, so I want to make sure I can get signed off. Caval's Kitchen, Indian cuisine. I do like Indian food. I like most Asian food. There's some exceptions, but I really love Chinese food. Oh, that's my favorite. Here's the garage where I go to get stuff done to the car. It's got one bay there, but they got more bays in the garage. This is the place where I come down to get, every year whenever we have to get the car inspected, this is where we come. And no, they don't cut any corners when they inspect your car, but they don't charge you for anything unnecessary. So you can trust them to stick with what they have, not to make up things, and they don't do that. They're very good. Last time when we knew we were going to have to inspect the car in a few months, each month up to that, we done little things that need to be done to the car, like brake pads, tires, things like that, rotors, anything that needed to have, we did them over a few months. And then when we went in to get it done, the only thing that had to be done, there was one of our driving lights in the front was out. If there's a light, it needs to be working. So that was it. So we got through that pretty good, but we did spend money before the inspection. So, well, here I am down here. I'm not going into Tim's. I'm going to walk up to the other one by the waterfront. I haven't made up my mind if I want to do a video on the waterfront or not. Maybe. Be a good day if the cruise ships are there. I think I saw them. So, I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Very important to subscribe. The more subscribers I get, that be that much better. And watch it all the way through if you can. I know I'm asking a lot here. If you watch it all the way through, it's a lot better than just looking at it and then scrolling through it. And I guess that's all I can say about that. And with that, I hope you're having a really great day. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.